Alright, Interstate RVer here, folks, and let me tell you what, it is raining cats and dogs here. I just stepped out of the shower. I thought I left the shower running. You ought to see the rain here. It's incredible. It's incredible. Well, let's get on with the show. We got some big things to talk about today. Alright, let's see here. First of all, I'd like to say that, you know, the first couple of shows I did, I felt like I was held back. I couldn't be as loud and as boisterous as I wanted to be, but now I can because I came up with the ultimate idea. And that was, I got my generator running, I got the air conditioner going, it's raining to be hell, I'm out in the middle of a parking lot, now I can be as loud as I want to, and I don't have to worry about a bunch of people thinking I'm crazy inside this trailer, or mobile home, or motor home, whatever the hell it is. Okay, now, let's get right to the deal here. Turn on some more light here. How's that? Yeah, alright. I mean, I'm charged up. Alright, let's get it going here. Alright. Now, first of all, I was thinking we may change the show up. There may be a whole new format coming up. Number one, with the interview, with the guest interview, and because like I said, I'm new to this video stuff, and I'm hearing a lot of people talking about, you know, like releases and things could happen, like later on somebody may decide, you know, hey, well, I did your show, but I decided 6 months later, you know, somebody does the show and I was on the Interstate RVer show talking about you know, the Ohio River, you know, and then, you know, the sister's jealous, so the sister tells, yeah, I seen you. You was a fool. Say, you could have got $1,000. And then, you know, they come to me, you know, my sister said I get $1,000 and $1,000. So then you go to court, and the judge said, well, you know, we'll give you $10. But then you got to pay the attorney. He's getting $1,000. So, you know, I got to find out about all this stuff. So I need to check things out. And for right now, what I'm going to do is, if there's any interviews to be doing, I'm going to do the interviews myself. I mean, I'm going to be the interview. You know, and that's another thing I got to thinking about. What is this show really about? When I first started out doing this, what did I really want the show about? And that's great, all the nature things they got, and here, and we can look at those and all that. But, you know, really the show is about one thing. Well, it's about three things. It's about a man, me, Interstate RVer, a motorhome, the motorhome here, and an adventure. And that's what the show is really about. It's not really a nature show. It's more about, you know, a guy in his motorhome going on an adventure, taking a journey. You know, the Nina, the Pina, and the Santa Maria. Sailing off the edge of the earth. Things like that. All right, so we talked about that. That's what it is. A man, a motorhome, and an adventure. Okay, I stopped. I drew this little picture out because a picture's worth 1,000 words. Okay, now the way I do things, first off, I have, you know, I usually get up about, you know, 5 or 6 in the morning, get cleaned up, ready to go, and then I head out to the next town or the next place I'm going to go to. And I always try to get out of where I'm at by 7 a.m. And what time I get to the next place, I have rolled up in places where there was really nothing in town other than the truck stop, so I pulled in there at 7 o'clock and in the morning and stayed till 7 o'clock the next morning, pulled out, went on. Now, that's just like in towns though, but that's like in a truck stop where that's going off the side of the road and that's all there is a truck stop. There's no town, it's just a truck stop. You know, and I usually try not to stop at those places because it's kind of boring. But so what I do is I made a little map here. Let's see if you can see it here like I can see it. Let's try to get it out there. Okay, the OS part, those are the overnight stays, and the H's are the hangouts. Now, this is a typical town. Now, of course, it wouldn't be this close. Everything would be spread out. Now, when I come into this town, I already know ahead of time that there's 3 truck stops. The TU's for the truck stops, the H's for the hangouts, and, you know, the overnight stays. So there's a truck stop here, and a truck stop here, and then over here is a retailer. Right, so I know there's 4 places. So if I wanted to, I could stay there 4 days. Or I could just stay at 2 of them, go on, and then if I come back through, I can stay at these 2 where I don't get tired of them. My rule of thumb is I never try to stay at one place more than once every 30 days. You know, and you know, you don't want to be hanging out at truck stops all the time because, you know, truck drivers, they're working. You know, you're taking up their space. I mean, it's okay, you know, overnight there, But you know, you don't really want to. If you don't have to, don't hang. If you see the place is getting busy, and you know a lot of trucks coming in and out, and guys can't park and get out of there, you know, pull out and let them, because they're working, you know. And so what I do is I mix it up. I got the hangouts. I can go to a store and just hang out for like hours, you know, till they get tired of me, you know. And of course I'm window shopping. I may buy something. I mean, never know. Probably not though. I'm just gonna sit there and look at stuff. I may go back later on and say, hey, yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted to get that. Okay, so let's look at it. So I'm gonna stay. I know when I get in there, I'm gonna stay at truck stop A. We're gonna mark that down. Truck stop A, and then let's see, we got the B and then C. Okay, I'm gonna stay at truck stop A. So I already know that that's where I'm gonna stay at for the night. But I pull in at 7 o'clock in the morning in the town. That ain't no good. I don't want to sit there and stay at truck stop. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to a hangout. So there's places like I love hardware stores. Those are good. You got electronics, computers, and TVs. That's great. You got hobby and sports. You know, like go look at guns and you know look at firearms. And you know, I'm a registered gun owner. I like guns. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I like to go look at them. I'm kind of amazed at how somebody can make something so precise. It's incredible, the machining on them. And you know, so and then all the hunting stuff and camping stuff. Of course, obviously you're going to look at the RV stuff. So I could stay in these places, you know, and then there's malls. You know, a mall, you go, oh God, you stay all forever in that place. So what I'll do is I got truck stop A. This is where I'm going to spend the night. So I know I'm going to spend the night there. You know, and but first I'm going to go check things out at the you know, go check out some computers and TVs, hang out there 2 or 3 hours. You know, if it need be, maybe I'm a little tired, was up late. A lot of times at shopping centers the lights shine in, and you can't get away from the light. You're just up all night. Maybe I'll go there and roll in there and park way in the back. Always park way in the back somewhere, and you know, take a little snooze, relax, take it easy. That's the idea. That's where you just go in there and take a little nap, get up, you know, it's time to go to a little fast food place, go in there, get something to eat, sit around, you know. I don't like to stay around, but you know, if you get a plug-in, you can plug and charge your computer up, or if they got Wi-Fi, you can get on the deal. I also keep a list of places that you can get Wi-Fi on the outside without having to go in. Now what I did is, at the truck stops that I go to, there's one particular truck stop where there's like, I don't know, 938 of them across the United States. And for $19.99 a month, you get unlimited, uninterrupted internet service. You just go out to the same truck stop, you go to wherever. If it's this truck stop in this town, you go to that franchise, and every franchise that you stop at, you get to use the internet. It ain't like, you know, you use so much uploads and downloads and they start knocking you down to 2G or 1G or something like that. It's unlimited, you know, because truck drivers are using that to talk to their family, to Skype their family, to do their book work or electronic logging and all that. So there's no limit on it. I sit there one day, I uploaded like a 750 megabyte video to YouTube like in 2.5 hours. It was I mean, it just boom. And then I've been at somewhere I was at, it took 8 hours. So I just said, well, you know, you guys were so slow, you delayed me, so I just stayed there another night. So, of course, I moved on the other side of the truck stop. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. You got your places that you're going to stay overnight, and then you got your places you're going to hang out every day. Get tired of the computers, then I don't know, go over here to hardware. I like the hardware places, the big mega places. You know, you go to. I can sit there all day. You know, it's amazing. They have clothes, tractors. Look at some tractors and stuff. Go to a tractor dealer, and then like I said, there's the malls and things like that you could stay at. But that's how you do it. So that would be how I did it. So I stay there. I say it's truck stop A. Okay, so I stay there. I roll in probably about usually they're about 3 o'clock. You know. Maybe a little later, depends on how many stores there are for me to mess around in. And remember, I'm parking on these parking lots too a couple hours and doing whatever I need to do, and then I'm looking in the stores and I'm going back out there for an hour or so, you know, but you're not staying there no more than maybe 3, 4, 5 hours, you know, so they just think you're shopping, which a lot of times you are. If it's a big mall, and you go all day long there. And you get in there about 3 o'clock, you're going to go to sleep, you know, and I'm sleeping. Okay, 7 o'clock, time to get up, or time to get moving again. And now this time we're not going to stay over here because they, you know, say, hey man, wasn't that guy just over here? What's this guy up to? We better find out what's going on. You know, the police or something. So you move over here down to the other one. Now this is where you're going to stay. You know, this is where you're going to stay. And then you're going to save a couple of these places, and you're going to do the same thing all over again. You're going to go to another place and hang out, and you're going to go visit another little place because there's so many little businesses to do. You could be there like all day, and then that's how I do it. And then the next day, I'm going to go up here to number 3, and then that's where I'm going to stay. And then in the daytime, I'm going to go around looking at all the other stores again. You know, stay. You know, you figure 7 o'clock. All you got to do is stay from 7 in the morning till 3 or 4 in the afternoon. You can do that on standing on your head, looking at stores and stuff like that. But if there's some places, like I said, the ones where they don't, like I said, the one town I go to, I love it. It's set up just kind of like this. It's three truck stops, all different, 3 of the major truck stops. And you know, you just go in there and park. Well, a lot of times I'll just go over and hang out at one truck stop all day, and then go over there and sleep at the other, and then go hang out at the other one, go sleep at the other one, just, you know, do them around like that. So that's kind of the way I do things without making a nuisance of myself. I know that probably was a bunch of rambling, but that's the way I do it, and that's the way I got it down pat. I do think it's a good idea to spend money when you stop into a place and overnight. You know, and who doesn't? My God, you go to a retailer, and you're there overnight. You're gonna get hungry. You know, you go into the retailer. They got food usually. You know, you can buy food. You know, and you're gonna buy something. I mean, the cheapest I've seen as a campground is $12 for one night. You know, God, you know, I mean, you're gonna spend that probably. You know, by the time you buy your food, because they got everything in them, grocery stores and all this. All these retailers has got stuff in there where you can buy. Some of them's got little ice cream shops and things like that. So you're going to buy stuff like that. It is a good idea. If you can't, if you don't have the money, you know, don't worry about it. You know what I mean, you know, it's like, hey, you know, we'll get you next time. You know, you think about it. You know, it's like, oh man, I stayed at this retailer, and I didn't buy nothing. I felt bad. Well, you know what? I look at it this way. They got it in advance for the 30-something years that I spent every penny I had over there. They got it in advance. So if they don't get it, you know, if they don't get it like that, then, you know, they'll get it next time. I'll get you next time, like the guy says when he doesn't leave a tip. He gets them next time, and that's the and that's how I do things. And the biggest thing is, don't be a nuisance. Don't be a nuisance, and don't be in the same place or around the same place too often, because you're going to attract attention, and Mr. Policeman is going to come there and ask you, you know, what you're doing, and then maybe you know, he might decide to come in and go through your stuff, and you know, that thing usually, I don't know, it never happened to me, but you know, it could, I guess, but I've never been in trouble with the law, so you know, I'm usually a pretty nice guy. Plus, I know a lot of state troopers that I could say, well, hey, you know something. Of course, that doesn't do any good if you're in another state, but yeah. So that's how I do things. That's my patented two-prong attack. Well, it's not patented, but you know, it's like you got the overnight stay place, then you got the hangout place, and basically what you're doing is you're going to sleep over here, but you're just hanging out and wasting time. Kind of like I used to do when I used to play with my friends, you know. You know, like say little whatever his name. I'm not gonna mention any names, but you know, you go over this guy's house. You know, it's like, you know, where's so and so? Say, oh, he went to so and so. He won't be home till 3 o'clock. You know, so you go over to the other guy's place. Hey man, what's going on? How's it going? Hey man, hey, you want to play? Yeah, then say, go over there. You know, you really don't care what he does. You really don't want to be around him. You're just hanging out till you know 3 o'clock when the other guy gets home. So you can play with his toys, you know, and you know, you always make friends with the guys that's got the best toys. That's the deal. All right, now we've learned something, or you've learned something. I guess I have too. I've learned something, and well, it wasn't from that because I'm the one doing it. I'm the one inventing it. But now is the big deal is it's time for Kamper's Quiz. I made that little one up for all you toughies out there that like that camo stuff. See, that kind of looked like camo. Yeah. All right. Let's get down to it. I got the fresh right off the press here, and I'm going to make a little bit more known about what Kamper's Quiz, really is. So that way, somebody doesn't come and say, hey, you copied that from, a game show back in the 70s. And I was like, no, I didn't. But this is what mine is about. Okay. Say there was a surveyed group. There could be, but then there could not be. But like I said, only I will know. Say if they were surveyed, the one that had the most, they would be given a question, and they would say, what's the answer? And they would say, well, do that. So the people that said the most answer, the majority, that would be the number one answer. The number one answer. And then, to confuse you, I add a second answer that is close, but not exactly the same. Like, for instance, how many feet are in a mile? Well, 5,280. Or is it 5,281? See, very close. You have to be on your toes. I hate teachers that just give me tests like that. And then the third answer, it's just plain stupid. It's just for laughs. So that's how that goes. All right, now today's Kamper's Quiz is going to be fill in the blank. I'm getting a little tricky there. Didn't expect that, did you? You thought it was going to be like A, B, or C, but no, it's going to be fill in the blank. Well, it will be A, B, and C, but you'll have to fill in the blank. Those were tough questions, too, when I was in school. All right. Now, let's get right to it. Question number 1. For many full-time male RVers, blank is their biggest expense. For many full-time male RVers, blank is their biggest expense. I can't say that. All right. But the most popular answer had been A, fuel. Yeah, and even for female RVers, fuel is pretty expensive. Yeah, it's a big expense. Or would it have been A, RV maintenance? Because guys like to jack around with their rigs and screw them up, and then they got to go take them to a mechanic. All right. So let's recap. For many full-time male RVers, blank is their biggest expense. I just can't say biggest. Is it A, fuel, B, RV maintenance, or is it C, alimony and child support? Well, that gets expensive there. That's on a commission basis, buddy. The more you make, the more you pay. Can't get away from that. Oh, wait. That wasn't too funny. All right. Okay. This one's a little bit better. Question number 2. Inside the RV of campers who own very expensive pets, you may also find a very expensive blank. Would the most popular answer have been A, a feeding bowl? Yeah, they're hungry. Got to get them something to eat. Got to eat in diamond encrusted bowl because they're expensive and exotic. And they have to have expensive and exotic things. Okay? Or, inside the RV of campers who own very expensive pets, you may also find a very expensive B, pet bed. Yeah, he's tired. He's barked hard all day, ready to go to sleep. The cat's clawed somebody or chased something. I don't know what cats do. I don't know. They do all kinds of things. All right. Inside the RV of campers who own very expensive pets, you may also find a very expensive, would the top answer have been C? A very expensive ransom note. I like that one. That's what I told you. That was a lot better. Expensive ransom note. This is why I've got comments turned off. It's a joke. I like pets. I'm kind of pets all the time. I always help them out. I raise some money for that pet thing where they take them to the shelter and give them adoption and all that. Yeah. I'm not an animal hater. I like animals. All right. That was number 2. That was pretty good. All right. Now, we got number 3 here somewhere. Where's it at? Ah! All right. The crowning jewel. I like this. Was funny. All right. Everybody knows, you know, I mean, we're RVers. We've all had to buy an RV, and you know, this was my first, and but here it is. You always buy from a dealership. Never. The dealership's bad enough to trust. You know, you don't. But if you get mad at them, you take them to court and sue them. It's not like that. All right. It's always heartbreaking when soon after you've bought a used RV from your best friend that you discover blank. Would the answer be? Would the number 1 answer have been A? The roof leaks. Oh, that's no good. Sell you an RV with a leaky roof. Been a long day. I'm tired. Or would it be heartbreaking if you find out B, the air conditioner doesn't work? By golly, them fighting words there. That's fine. Air conditioner don't work. Oh. All right, let's recap. It's always heartbreaking when soon after you've bought a used RV from your best friend that you discover, would it be C? That your wife's lingerie is in the bedroom. Yeah, now that's bad. Yeah, you go in there, bought a used RV from my friend. I found my wife's lingerie in the bedroom. So, yeah, I think that was pretty good. I like that one. All right, folks, that's the Interstate RVer show for tonight. And remember, watch this show. You know, subscribe to this show. And share this show with your friends and families. Now, it may not be too informative as far as knowledge and stuff, but I think it's pretty damn funny. So let's have a big subscriber drive. Let's try to get, let's say by the end of the week, let's try to get 100,000 subscribers. But no, watch this shit. Watch this show and subscribe to it and share it with your friends and families, because I think it is pretty wholesome show, and for an RV show, it's pretty good. You know, I mean, I think so. I mean, this is what I do, so that's how that goes. Like I said, it's a man, a motorhome, and an adventure. All right, toughies, Interstate RVer here signing out. I'll see you next week, every Thursday. Don't forget, every Thursday. And subscribe. You don't want to miss any episodes. I know they're kind of dingy now, but we're just getting started. In about another month, I'll be a pro. So take care. See you next week, folks. Interstate RVer here. And remember, you're A-OK doing it the interstate way. Over and out.